taught me strength, not love, and I mistook the two for years. He never said, "I'm proud of you," but he showed me how to stand. With oil on his jacket and old scars on his hands, he fixed what could be broken, but he never touched the pain. He could hold a house together, but not a sun out in the rain. So I learned to keep my head down, I learned to never cry, I learned a man can disappear and still be standing right. My father taught me strength, not love, and I carried it like stone. Built my walls from all the words he never brought back home. My father taught me strength, not love, so I learned to disappear. I became the kind of man who bleeds where no one hears. He gave me hands that never shook, but not the words to rise above. My father taught me strength, but he never taught me love. My own voice cuts too deep. I see him in the silence that I pass down when I speak. I used to think his heart was cold, but now I understand. Some men are only boys who were never taught to be men. And I don't hate him anymore, I don't worship what he did. He was just a wounded father raising up a wounded kid. My father taught me strength, not love, and I carried it like stone. Built my walls from all the words he never brought back home. My father taught me strength, not love, so I learned to disappear. I became the kind of man who bleeds where no one hears. He gave me hands that never shook, but not the words to rise above. My father taught me strength, but he never taught me love. I wanted him to hold me, he taught me how to fight. I wanted him to see me, he taught me wrong from right. But I won't leave my sons the silence that he left inside of me. A man can carry his father's name without becoming what he couldn't be. My father taught me strength, not love, but I'm learning something new. A man can still be strong and let his children know the truth. My father taught me strength, not love, but the chain can end with me. I can carry what he gave me without becoming what he couldn't be. He gave me hands that never shook, but I will teach my sons in love. A man can have his father's strength and still learn how to love. My father taught me strength, not love, and I mistook the two for years. But I won't leave my sons the silence that he left ringing in my ears. Waited for 3 words that never crossed his mouth. He could talk about the weather, about work and broken cars. He could name the tools by memory. He could read the sky by stars. But when the room got quiet and I needed him to stay, he'd clear his throat and leave me with the things he couldn't say. I learned to hear love in the closing of a door, in boots left by the hallway, and food bought from the store. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. I'm proud of you, son, I love you, I'm sorry. The words he never gave me became the walls I knew, and every time I needed him, I learned to need less too. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. He never called me weak, but he never called me strong. He just watched me from a distance, like feeling close was wrong. I saw his hands start shaking when the years got in his bones, but even then his silence would not let him come home. Now I know some men are prisons with a face. They want to reach their children, but they don't know the way. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. I'm proud of you, son, I love you, I'm sorry. The words he never gave me became the walls I knew, and every time I needed him, I learned to need less too. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. I found him in the garage one cold November night, staring at an old photograph like it had cost him half his life. He didn't turn to face me, he didn't speak my name, but I saw a tear fall quiet through the oil dust and shame. Maybe he loved me badly, maybe he loved me scared, maybe love was in the silence of a man who wasn't spared. Maybe he had the words once before the world turned him to stone. Maybe someone never gave him the words he should have known. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. I'm proud of you, son, I love you, I'm sorry. But I won't leave my children with the same old empty room. I'll say the words out loud before silence teaches them to. I built my whole life waiting for the words he never gave me. I waited for 3 words that never crossed his mouth. Now I say them to my sons before the lights go out. I swore I'd never be like him. Then I heard him in my voice. I saw my father in the mirror on a Tuesday after work. Same tired eyes, same locked jaw, same hands covered in hurt. My son asked me a simple thing. I answered like a storm, and in the silence after, I knew what I had become. I didn't mean to carry him, I didn't choose his name, but some wounds grow roots when nobody names the pain. I became the man I was afraid of, with my father's voice inside my mouth. Built a house from all his silence, then wondered why love couldn't get out. I became the man I was afraid of, hard hands and a heavy soul. I spent my life running from him, just to find him in my bones. I became the man I was afraid of, but I ain't too far gone. He never threw a punch at me, but his quiet left a bruise. He could turn a room to winter with the smallest shift of mood. Now I see my children watching when my anger fills the air, and I hate the way they freeze like I once froze, standing there. A man can love his family and still become the flame. A boy can grow into the fire he once learned to fear by name. I became the man I was afraid of, with my father's voice inside my mouth. Built a house from all his silence, then wondered why love couldn't get out. I became the man I was afraid of, hard hands and a heavy soul. I spent my life running from him, just to find him in my bones. I became the man I was afraid of, but I ain't too far gone. I don't want my sons to learn that fear and respect are the same. I don't want my daughter thinking love should always sound like blame. So I put my pride down bleeding, I let the old ghost speak. Then I told my children I was wrong, with my father on his knees in me. I am not his anger, I am not his stone, I am not the silence that raised me in that home. I can break the hammer, But I finally saw the truth. A woman can wear a father's face and still not have to look like you. I became the man I was afraid of, but the story ain't done. I can teach my children softness without teaching them to run. I became the man I was afraid of, but I ain't too far gone. I hear him in my bones sometimes, but I choose where I belong. I swore I'd never be like him. Then I heard him in my voice. Now I stand between the past and them, and I still have a choice. He never said he loved me, but he worked his hands to bone. He left before the sunrise, with coffee black and cold. Steel dust on his jacket, 40 years of doing what he's told. He came home smelling like diesel, with silence in his eyes. A tired man at the table, who had no words for why. I used to think he didn't care. I used to think he chose to keep his heart locked somewhere. Only hard men know he never said he loved me, but he worked his hands to bone. Paid the bills, fixed the roof, kept the fire in our home. He never said he loved me, but he carried what he could. Maybe love was in the labor. When the words came out no good, he never held me softly, never told me I had grown, but he worked his hands to bone. There were cracks across his knuckles, there were scars he never named. There were nights he fell asleep, still wearing half the day. He taught me how to use a wrench, how to stand and take a hit, but he never taught me how to say when something hurts like this. Now I see him in the doorway of every job I do. A man can build a family and still not make it through. He never said he loved me, but he worked his hands to bone. Paid the bills, fixed the roof, kept the fire in our home. He never said he loved me, but he carried what he could. Maybe love was in the labor. When the words came out no good, he never held me softly, never told me I had grown, but he worked his hands to bone. I found his old gloves folded on a shelf above the paint, leather cracked and hardened like the man I used to blame. And I held them like a letter from a father who was gone. Every stain said I tried, son. Every tear said I was wrong. Maybe he loved in overtime, Maybe he prayed in rust. Maybe the only way he knew was work and sweat and dust. Maybe he gave me everything except the thing I needed most. A father with his arms open, not just a man who held the post. He never said he loved me, but he worked his hands to bone. Now I hear him in the hammer, in the engine, in the stone. He never said he loved me, but I finally understand. Some men only know devotion when it's bleeding through their hands. I'll tell my sons I love them before the daylight's gone, and still I work my hands to bone. He never said he loved me, but he worked his hands to bone. There's a boy still waiting in me for a father who never came home soft. I still remember the hallway, the sound of his boots on the floor, how I'd stand there with a question and he'd disappear through the door. I wasn't asking for much then, just a hand upon my head, but he gave me rules and reasons when I needed warmth instead. And years can turn a child into a man with a name, but some rooms stay inside you and they never change. There's a boy still waiting in me, standing where the light gets thin, hoping one day he'll hear the words that never made it in. There's a boy still waiting in me, with his heart out in the rain. I grew tall, I grew hard, but he stayed the same. I've been a man for half my life, but I still carry what I couldn't be. There's a boy still waiting in me. I built a life with my own hands, put food on my own table, told myself I didn't need him, told myself that I was able. But sometimes when the house is quiet and the night gets underneath, I feel the kid inside my chest still trying not to breathe. He wanted arms around him, he wanted someone near, but all he learned was how to stand and swallow every tear. There's a boy still waiting in me, standing where the light gets thin, hoping one day he'll hear the words that never made it in. There's a boy still waiting in me, with his heart out in the rain. I grew tall, I grew hard, but he stayed the same. I've been a man for half my life, but I still carry what I couldn't be. There's a boy still waiting in me. I don't blame the child, I don't shame the wound, I don't curse the empty chair in that old and silent room. Maybe he isn't thunder, maybe it starts quietly when the man I am turns back around and holds the boy in me. You were not weak, you were not wrong, you were just a child who waited too long. You were not less because you could not see. Come here now, boy, come home to me. Come home to me. Oh, there's a boy still waiting in me, but I won't leave him there. I'll take him from the hallway and teach him how to breathe again. There's a boy still waiting in me, but he don't have to wait alone. I can be the arms he needed when his father wouldn't come home. I've been a man for half my life, but tonight I set him free. There was a boy still waiting in me. There's a boy still waiting in me for a father who never came home soft. Tonight I sit beside him and tell him he was always enough. I forgave him too late to hear him say my name. They called me on a Sunday, said he didn't make the night. I stood there in the kitchen with my hand against the light. I thought I'd feel the anger, I thought I'd feel the blame, but all I felt was silence, wearing my father's name. I had 1,000 speeches loaded in my chest, but death don't leave a doorway for the words we never said. I forgave him too late to put it in his hands, too late to ask him why he broke the boy I used to be. I forgave him too late to see his hard eyes change, too late to hear him whisper that he loved me through the pain. Some wounds don't close with answers, some suns still carry weight. I found mercy in the ashes, but I forgave him too late. I drove out to his old place where the weeds had claimed the drive. The garage still smelled like motor oil, like he was half alive. His jacket hung there waiting, with dust along the seams, a working man's cathedral full of rust and broken things. I wanted one more argument, I wanted one more fight. I wanted him to look at me and finally get it right. I forgave him too late to put it in his hands, too late to ask him why he broke the boy I used to be. I forgave him too late to see his hard eyes change, too late to hear him whisper that he loved me through the pain. Some wounds don't close with answers, some sun still carry weight. I found mercy in the ashes, but I forgave him too late. Then I found a box of photographs beneath a can of nails. A younger man with tired eyes, trying not to fail. There was one of me at 7, holding up a fishing line. On the back he wrote, "My boy, I wish I knew how to be kind." He had the love, he lost the words. He had the hands, he carried hurt. He was not stone, he was not free. He was a man who broke through me. I forgave him too late, but maybe not too far. Maybe mercy still can reach where our dead fathers are. I forgave him too late to hear him say my name, but I can lay down half the hurt and stop feeding the flame. Some wounds don't close with answers, some suns still carry weight. I found love beneath the wreckage, but I forgave him too late. I forgave him too late to hear him say my name. So I whispered it for both of us and walked home through the rain. We didn't choose the silence, we inherited the walls. My father got it from his father, and he got it from the dirt, from men who swallowed every cry and called it honest work. They built their homes with locked jaws, raised their sons with heavy eyes, taught them how to take the pain, but never how to ask why. And every generation passed the same stone down. Nobody called it damage, nobody made a sound. We didn't choose the silence, we inherited the walls. Rooms full of men still standing, too proud to say they fall. We didn't choose the silence, but we learned to call it strong. Carried our fathers' empty words and wondered what went wrong. It was written in our hands in the way we stood alone. We didn't choose the silence, but we made it feel like home. Granddad never spoke a war, just stared into his glass. Dad never spoke a childhood, just worked until it passed. I never spoke a breaking, just kept it in my chest, and saw my son grow quiet and knew what came next. That's when the old chain rattled somewhere deep in me. 1,000 silent fathers begging to be free. We didn't choose the silence, we inherited the walls. Rooms full of men still standing, too proud to say they fall. We didn't choose the silence, but we learned to call it strong. Carried our fathers' empty words went wrong. It was written in our hands in the way we stood alone. We didn't choose the silence, but we made it feel like home. What has hurt us all before? No more sons afraid to speak, no more fathers made of stone, no more boys taught how to bleed in crowded rooms alone. No more love behind a wall, no more prayers left unsaid, no more silence in the bloodline speaking louder than the dead. We didn't choose the silence, but we can break the walls, stand among our father's ghosts, and answer when love calls. We didn't choose the silence, but it doesn't have to stay. A man can hold his history and still choose another way. It was written in our hands, but it won't own our souls. We didn't choose the silence, but tonight we let it go. My father got it from his father. I almost gave it to my son, but the silence we inherited ends with what I've done. Sons to fear me, just because I never learned to speak. I saw my oldest flinch today when I raised my voice too high. It cut me deeper than a blade to see my father in his eyes. I stood there in the doorway with the old blood running hot. A man can love his children and still become what he is not. I heard the chain behind me, I felt it in my hands. All the silent men before me trying to make another man. I don't want my sons to fear me. I don't want them standing small. I don't want them learning love by listening through a wall. I don't want my sons to fear me or mistake my code for strong. I don't want to leave them wondering what they did wrong. I was raised by quiet thunder, but that ain't who I have to be. I don't want my sons to fear me. I know the weight of footsteps when a father enters late. I know the kind of silence that can turn a room to fate. So I kneel down in the hallway, put my pride against the floor. Tell my boys I'm sorry, then I say a little more. Their eyes don't need my armor, their hearts don't need my stone. A child should never have to earn the right to feel at home. I don't want my sons to fear me. I don't want them standing small. I don't want them learning love by listening through a wall. I don't want my sons to fear me or mistake my cold for strong. I don't want to leave them wondering what they did wrong. I was raised by quiet thunder, but that ain't who I have to be. I don't want my sons to fear me. Maybe strength is not a fist. Maybe strength is staying near. Maybe every man I came from was just waiting to hear. It's alright to be gentle. It's alright to be wrong. You can hold your son in daylight and still be standing strong. I will not pass down the silence. I will not bless the chain. I will not call it manhood when a child grows up afraid. I will not be the locked door. I will not be the storm. I will be the arms I needed when I was small and tall. I don't want my sons to fear me. I want them to know my name as a place where they can run to, not a shadow full of shame. I don't want my sons to fear me. I want them to see a man can carry all his scars and still love tenderly. I was raised by quiet thunder, but the thunder ends with me. I don't want my sons to fear me. I don't want my sons to fear me. Just because I never learned to speak. So tonight I say I love you with my father's ghost in me. I found his letter in the garage, folded between oil stains and dust. It was hidden in a toolbox, under nails and rusted wire, beside the wrench he used for years and a lighter with no fire. His name was on the paper, but the ink had nearly gone, like even what he tried to say had waited there too long. I sat down on the concrete with his jacket on the wall, and for the first time in my life I heard my father fall. I found his letter in the garage, where he kept the things he couldn't say, between the oil and broken parts, where his softer side decayed. I found his letter in the garage, and every line cut through, he wrote, I loved you more than I knew how to show to you. All my life I needed words he buried under scars. I found his letter garage. He wrote, son, I saw you waiting every time I turned away. I was raised by colder men who never taught me how to stay. He wrote, I'm sorry for the silence, I'm sorry for the storm. I thought feeding you and keeping lights on meant you'd know. I read it like a prayer from a man beneath the floor. Too late to make it right, but not too late to know him more. I found his letter in the garage, where he kept the things he couldn't say. Between the oiled and broken parts, where his softer side decayed, I found his letter in the garage, and every line cut through. He wrote, I loved you more than I knew how to show to you. All my life I needed words he buried under scars. I found his letter in the garage. There was no grand confession, no golden holy light, just crooked words on paper from a man who lost the fight. But sometimes love comes late, wearing dust and motor oil. Sometimes fathers leave the truth buried deep in working soil. He was hard, he was scared, he was there, but never there. He was wrong, he was mine, he loved late, but he tried. I found his letter in the garage, and I held it to my chest. For every boy who waited for a father at his best, I found his letter in the garage, and I finally understood. Some men love in broken language, some men love the only way they could. All my life I needed words he buried under scars. I found his letter in the garage. I put it back inside the toolbox where the dust and shadows are. Then I whispered, I forgive you, to the quiet in the dark. I carry his name differently now, not like a wound, not like a chain. I used to hate the sound of it when people said his name, like every letter carried all the silence and the shame. I wore it like a burden, like a shadow on my back, a reminder of the Father and the words I never had. But time can turn a hard thing into something you can hold, and even broken stories still have truth beneath the cold. I carry his name differently now, not like a wound but like a scar. Something that once tore me open, something that brought me this far. I carry came from without letting it take control. He was thunder, he was silence, he was wrong, but he was mine. I carry his name differently now, one day at a time. I see him in my hand sometimes, in the way I stand too still, in the words I almost swallow, in the anger I don't spill. I see him in the morning when my sons are still asleep, and I choose to speak the love out loud that he buried way too deep. I am not here to break him, I am not here to pretend. I am here to take the bloodline and teach it how to bend. I carry his name differently now, not like a wound but like a scar, something that once tore me open, something that brought me this far. I carry his name differently now, not like a chain around my soul. I can honor where I came from without letting it take control. He was thunder, he was silence, he was wrong, but he was mine. I carry his name differently now, one day at a time. I took his jacket from the hallway, I cleaned the dust from every scene, found the smell of oil and winter still hiding in the sleeves. And I didn't feel the old rage, I didn't feel the boy break down. I just thanked him for the strength he gave and laid the silence down. I'm not his stone, I am not his fear, I am not the empty room he left ringing in my ears. I am still his son, I am still my own. I can carry his name and still build a softer home. I carry his name differently now, not like a wound but like a prayer, for every father who stayed silent, for every son who needed care. I carry his name differently now, not like a curse beneath my skin. I can love the man who raised me without becoming him again. He was thunder, he was silence, he was wrong, but he was mine. I carry his name differently now, one day at a time. I carry his name differently now, not like a wound, not like a chain, but like a road I walk through pain to become my own man again.